So now we get to revisit the torture that is Les Mis. I've heard you talk about this before. I mean, when you listen to yourself now, how does it make you feel?
Ouch. But it's okay
Sounds
because,
okay to me.
I it's not about the technical aspect of it. It's not about the voice. Would I love to do it again? Yes, but rewatching that, I it's all about the way I'm feeling, the way she's feeling, and capturing that first love and that desperation to see somebody again. And I'm like, gosh, it's so stupid to harp on this stuff that it doesn't matter. And I'm it's not about the singing. It's about being able to express yourself as truly as you possibly can. That's the whole point. That's why I do this. And so this has been nice to see because I think I did that. I really I like it, I had a beautiful time, and who cares if it wasn't it was live, what I got to at least, I think
So
the biggest challenge with that was singing live and then still having space to express the feeling behind it.
no, that was the challenge, and I guess Tom Hooper really wanted all the actors had to do this, and some better than others. I might add, you were up on the A list there, but 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 even Hugh Jackman was reaching for certain notes. Poor fellow, it was rough because you had to do it more than once. You had to keep doing it. Wasn't that part of it as well?
I wanted to do it as many times as I could possibly do it. I think at some point, because it's so technical, you're just not gonna get it. It's not like just acting. And I think we probably all have some regrets, but who cares? It soared. That movie soared. It it,
It was a
it impacted
huge
a lot of
global hit.
people. Yeah. Yeah, and
It
Tom,
really
he knew what he was doing, and I'm so glad he did it that way. I absolutely wouldn't have had it any other way. It was worth it.
Okay. So in Dear John, in a way, you're doing the same thing. You're expressing emotions and beautifully there with Channing Tatum. This was another challenging role. I mean, you got to really run the gamut of emotions during this film.
Yeah, this character really grew up. Had to grow up very quickly, and I really appreciated that about this story. I also it was a Nicholas Sparks movie, so of course I really love romance novels, and not yeah, I loved Nicholas Sparks and like James Patterson in some ways, and I loved the fact that I got to play the romantic lead in something because I really loved The Notebook so much. So I thought, oh, this is my chance to play that role of someone who's really struggling, but through love conquers all, and it was the most fun I've ever had shooting anything. Still to this day, my co-star.
Why?
I think it was the setting. I was in Charleston, South Carolina. We had so much fun. Channing is so funny and so easygoing and doesn't take himself seriously. And we just really we just had the best time. It was very comfortable, and it was just the beach and the horses, and I love myself a farm, so it was like, so for so many reasons.
It's fun that you're able to go back and remember some of these things. But let's go on to the question of how you are very critical of yourself. I've seen this in you. What would you say are your strengths and your weaknesses that you're constantly sort of wrestling with?
I'm glad you're asking me now because I know my strengths now. My weakness list is much shorter, and my strength list exists. So that's good. Oh, sorry. That's what happens. I actually turned off my Wi-Fi, but it looks like I'm getting service in this barn. Um, my strengths are, I'll start with them. I I'm really allergic to lying, to dishonesty. I want to find the reality and the truth in everything. And that really works well for me as an actor. And I also just I want to play everybody. I have so much compassion and I really love storytelling and I love movies and books and I just want to dive into someone else's world and walk in their shoes. So playing in Mank, like getting to play a real person, just the I mean, it's the best thing ever. And my weaknesses are that I can get lazy. I can learn my lines in the makeup chair on the day, and sometimes that gets in the way. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does. I also I don't want to you know, do some certain things having to do with my like I don't like to do certain physical roles, and I think that I can't just say no to things that mean I have to work hard in a physical way too, because I think that could really affect my performance in a really good way. And I think that I need to just open my perspective a little bit. But I'm sure there's many
Well, I
more.
know,
I'm just not going to
you
delve.
know, well, it's hard, I mean, because you started so early, it's hard to believe that you've been working for 20 years. I mean, and so in a way, you have this extraordinary muscle buildup. I mean, you've got chops. You can do a lot of different things. And I wonder if you're feeling those oats in a way right now.
Yes, I absolutely am, and it happened before Mank. I mean, this level of recognition and appreciation is unprecedented for me, and I'm soaking it up. Trust me. But I came to a point in my early 30s where I was really struggling with finding the right thing, finding something that really fulfilled me. And I did this play, and I do think it made me, it reflected back at me that I really did have stamina and incredible passion, and I would do anything to find the deeper meaning in something. And so that and I just, it was hard. It was hard, and I did it, and I got through it, and I succeeded. And so it was also a lesson in proving that I really can do anything if I work hard enough, and I deserve to work hard because I deserve to reap those benefits because I have it. I have the passion. I have the compassion. I have the skill underneath. I have the time and the experience, and I just, why don't I just fly now? You know, life's too short.
Totally. All right, look at these clips from Lovelace and While We're Young.